What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about how to create an online course that actually sells. Now, this is coming from me, myself personally. Over the last few years, God has really begun to show me how to help kingdom entrepreneurs make and generate wealth through today's systems and the aspect of the digital world. I've helped make millions of dollars for people and even our own self. Personally, we have done phenomenal in this field. And so you want to understand the exact thing that is working in the now. You can go to a college, you can go to Harvard, you can go and get a degree, spend $200,000 on a degree, come out 4 or 5 years later, 6 years later, and everything you learned, well, the majority of it become obsolete. You're just like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? It's going to take me 10, 15 years to pay this off. And now society is moving so much faster. How in the world can I even catch up to this? So many years ago, college was the place to be. And now that's shifted. And there is a big change in the educational system as a whole that you're going to see a massive shift over the next few years on what's deemed to be proper education. I'm speaking today to kingdom entrepreneurs who are looking to sell that course, that idea, problem that they solve just because you have a dream, an idea, an inspiration from God on something that can explode in impact and income does not necessarily mean that it's going to happen unless you actually put the right systems and procedures in place. And see, we have to understand as kingdom people, especially visionaries, and the problem with visionaries is this: they see, they perceive, they can peer into the future, right? They can peer into what God is saying. They have a strong perception about them, and the reality of what they're picking up in the realm of the spirit is so real. They believe it is, a lot of the times for the now, and they bring it from the spirit into a piece of paper. They start writing, thinking, and they just go at it, but they don't truly have a systemized framework that can get them to what they've seen in the spirit. See, the Bible says we know in part, we prophesy in part. If you're in that field like I was many years ago when God began to download idea, inventions, show me things, then you are in right company, because I'm going to teach you the frameworks and give you insight to what actually makes a course make 7 figures. I have been a part of many brands, ministries, TV, ourselves in the course world, launches, high ticket coaching, membership. I've done a lot that has done millions of dollars in revenue in a very short period of time. So today we want to talk about, number one, research. Taking the idea that you believe from God and begin to research that field. You want to make sure that what you're hearing about, there's actually a demand for it. If you say, well, I want to help people sell baseball cards, well, there's not a demand for that. And so that's going to fail. And so you have to look at it like, I know the area that God is putting me into, right, in my assignment. Step 2, you need to now go on Google. You need to go YouTube. These are the top 2 search engines in the world. And you need to go there and you need to research the very thing that you feel would make a good course and actually see, is there a demand for it? That is one of the things that you need to do there, is research. Many people come up to me and they say, I've got this idea. I know that God has called me into this area and I just want to give all this information and give it to them because it's so good. It's golden. And I'm like, no, it will fail. And they're like, how? I don't understand this. It's the right information. It may be the right information, but if you don't have the proper framework, then your client will fail. If your client fails, they will tell other people that this program did not work. Now you see, even though this person has made tens of millions of dollars in this field, the word is starting to get around in the entrepreneur circles that there's no path to success. Although sometimes going through the process and the systems of what it takes to be successful is boring. I see people who are visionaries. I'm in meetings with them and they're like, yeah, but I want to do this and I want to be able to run with that. I'm like, I understand that, but we have to corral everything together in order to give you the best result for your time or your money or whatever it may be. There has to be a process. And so we have frameworks that have produced millions of dollars in revenue across the board, whether it comes to kingdom entrepreneurs to courses to memberships, ministries, whatever it may be, name it. And it's all about creating the right framework and system, go from where they're at, actually being profitable. And which leads us to our next point. Okay, so now how do we put this into a process that's going to actually sell? Again, you need to go from the problem to the solution. Map out every single step that it takes for this person to journey, and you need to be very detailed. A course is a solution to a single pain point, okay? If you pull out the marketing piece and you try to market to 20 different avatars, 20 different people with these pain points, your message is diluted. So within the idea, within the research, within solving the problem, you are pinpointed on a single solution. Now that solution can have multiple different branches that helps that individual go from, again, pain to solution. But you need to make sure that you're not all over the place, because a lot of visionaries, a lot of prophetic people, a lot of people in this field, they're all over the place. Their brain is here, there, swirl. That will never be successful when it comes to putting together the frameworks, putting together the solutions in order to help people go from point A to point B successfully, okay? And so my goal is to help people successfully go from nothing or an idea to 6, 7, 8 figures in their course or in their membership. And we want to help you do that. So if that is you, I want you to comment below right now, digital, and I'm going to help you go from the start, the idea, the creation, the impression that God has given you, to an actual course that sells. God bless you.